Guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to do a structured mani. So I have taken most of my gel off. There's obviously going to be a very small layer, and I didn't have these grow out as much as I normally probably would have, but I kind of wanted to chop them off, and I kind of wanted to show you guys just a basic structured manicure versus, you know, super extended, super bulky. Actually, I probably should have done it on this one because these are really grown out. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push the cuticles back with this guy, and this tool has like just the tiniest little edge that gets it nice and in there. And I am not being hard at all. And if you notice, I have it super flat. Just gonna kind of get any dust out. So next up, I'm gonna take this straight edge, and this guy is sharp. So I'm gonna take him, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come around and push any of that skin that I may have still on the nail off. And I'm going very gently. This is a very sharp tool. I know the first time I used it, I ended up cutting myself. So I'm trying this approach to be a little bit more gentle on my nails. Doing them for YouTube, I change my set so much that I find the more that I prep and like file down, I end up doing some damage to my nail, obviously. So my goal this year is maybe less tutorials and more self-care for my nails, because I know last year I had pumped out so many tutorials that I did some damage to my nails. I'm going to take this little diamond bit. It's very soft, so I'm going to prep my nails with that. I also have this guy, which I absolutely love as well. I'm just trying out this one, so people who've been with me for a little bit will know. And this is just to get anything else that I missed, because again, doing this by hand is a little bit new for me. I'm usually using an e-file for my prep. So I'm not 100% confident is pretty much what I'm saying. And again, this is super delicate. Okay, rotating it the other way. So I got this guy. I don't know the names of these or the names on them, they're not on them. With this, I watched Isabel May Nails, and she said don't sleep on this tool because it's amazing.
So what's so great about this tool is it really gets into the crevices that you could miss. So when you are applying your gel, there could be a piece that is still stuck in there, and then when you apply the gel, it actually adheres to it and then can cause lifting. So this is really good along with that nail brush and the lint-free wipes to get anything out of that little cuticle area.
Is cleanser on this guy, and I'm gonna get anything else on there. Taking a wipe and using my nail to go as far towards that kind of cuticle area, kind of getting it under there, and just making sure I got nothing on these bad boys. I completely forgot I wanted to reshape them. Yeah, I'm taking them a lot shorter. And I actually also like to take a buffer and kind of just push back just to see if I missed anything, because a file's only going to go so far because it's stiff. This is a little foamy. Any buffer will work. This is what we are working with. I did have a little boo-boo there, so we will fix that. And this shape is just a rough shape. We will go in and fine tweak this. I've introduced Protein Bond. So this is something new I've introduced. I hate this container. It always leaks, but people seem to love it. So this is going on your new growth, and it doesn't matter if you get it on, you know, the other stuff, if you have enhancements on already. Okay, now I'm going to take that gelish foundation, and what I like to do is I like to actually buff this in. So I put most of it on and take it like off my brush, and then I push back towards my cuticle and then work my way down the sides. And that way you're getting a nice kind of like scrubbed in motion. And I'll be running, possessed by a low, low voodoo, fired up like a wolf on the full moon, and we stuck in a la la land. Okay, gonna flash cure them. Again, take most of it off the brush, push back towards that cuticle and come down. Kind of just rubbing it in. The tides will turn without us, and I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life like haiku. I know we got the good vibes when pieces fall right into place. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey, and I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you. I'm going to give this a full cure now. This is your choice of builder product you want to use. I have Luminary that I like. It is a soak off. I have a bunch of different Jimmy gels that I like that is also a soak off. And non-pros, you can get Madame Glam that is also a soak off. So these are soak offs. You don't necessarily have to use a soak off product for this purpose. I am, because I love me some Jimmy gel, like it's my thing. But there's IBD clear. You can also use potted gels, but for this, I am going to use this guy. Also grab your pinching tool. You will end up doing that. Again, I take most of it off, especially for this slip layer. With a structured manicure, you are not going to be placing a ton of product down, and so I like to do a structured manicure over my natural nails. So you'll see I don't have an extension on. I will have to fix one that will have a minor extension, but there is not a lot of fake product on my nail. I hope that makes sense. So what I'm trying to say is that there's not really much for it to fail because it's over my natural nail. So this is where we are. Not very structurally sound. It's very small. Taking this guy, letting it drip down the brush till you get like a little bead down there. And I like to place most of my product in the back third. Kind of just move it over to the side. Again, this is a structured manicure. This is not a huge extension. You don't need a ton of product. Pulling it down. I do have a tiny divot on the side there from how I took down my gel. Okay. Give that a second. I like to turn my nail upside down so it will come back to that center. I am flash curing this for 5 seconds and then I am pinching. So that was a 5-second cure and then I am pinching my nail. So now when I flip my nail, you can see we have a little bit more, there we go. I have a little bit more up here, which is going to create that structure. So your pulling here is where most of your essentially pull will be, like on your nail. And that is adding your structure. I will show you again on this guy. And this guy hasn't been shaped as much. I'm doing kind of a tapered square. Okay, so we see how flat he is. I mean, there's still a little bit of product left, but back third, and you can tilt your nail forward if that helps you keep the gel where you want it to be. Pull it down on the side. And then I like to walk it down. Need a little bit more down there. Perfect. And then flip it upside down to again bring that gel to the middle to create that apex.
I also want to point out that I flip it back when I go under the lamp so the gel pools to the middle when it's upside down, and then when I flip the nail it evens out again before curing.
Do we see how less wide that nail is? It's crazy what pinching does. So much better, like look at that. And then what you're doing there's a little piece hanging off here, but you're giving yourself more of an arch, which is going to create strength. That's all of that we're trying to do here, is create strength on a natural nail. We have this little gap here, that's it. I'm taking Jimmy Gel in the color Natural. And if you're wondering where like I get the dots from, I have them linked on my Amazon store. I absolutely love them. And it's so I can grab a bottle and know exactly what I have. So we already have that base on. So what I'm doing here is kind of just rolling that product off and connecting it and then feathering that out across what my natural nail is already there. I am pinching that because that is a side where I want it to be rounded. Coming in with that slip layer again. And notice I didn't debulk anything on that fix because I don't necessarily need clear there because it matches my natural nail color. So I've taken off off the tacky layer and I am going to file. I am just going to use the softer side of the 100-180, and I am going to come around, like, so also you want to season your file if you have not. Come around on each side like that, obviously in a better position. And then I like to go up and down the nail to even it out. And so again, coming around, up and down. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, but that is how I'm going to file this set. So this is what we are left with. And we are going to put a color on for our structured mani, but you can see these are super, super thin. They are not meant to be really thick. I'm taking Madame Glam's You're the Pink, and this is a nice bright kind of corally pink. So for my first coat, I always like to do a very, very thin layer. I'm not one of the people who like to just like glob it on and that's that. So again, I'm the person that takes it off the brush and pushes back to the cuticle and then drags it down. Now, I will say I am not the best gel polish painter, so you will say. It's just never been a strong suit of mine. I always end up like over trying to perfect it, and then I nick it, or like I have it come down too much and then it looks funny. So, my little disclaimer there. Okay, now I like to even out before I go in Manicure. All right, again, take most of it off the brush and push back to the cuticle area. Now I find I like to push back. See how it's very rounded? I let the brush fan out and come down. I don't like to do it in pieces, especially around that area, because I find I will be more than likely able to mess it up quicker if I'm doing it piece by piece. Like right there. Okay, I'm gonna show you how I fix that. All right, so I got overconfident here. So what I like to do is take one of these little rubber, what are they called? Silicone tool. And I just whoop right around, and that took care of that little divot there. When people second coat time, this is where the magic happens, and I'm just gonna fast forward through this part. right, so here is our structured manicure. Again, still super thin, but we have that structure, and you can see it is just a small little arch. It's nothing crazy over your natural nail. And this is great if you are growing out your nails and you want to essentially only use your natural nails instead of enhancements. This is great. I mean, this is an enhancement, but you know what I mean. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful and you picked up some tips and tricks. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.